Because it seems like sexuality has been a major part of your identity for most of your life.
Yes.
And something that's basically, you can't separate the two.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is that something that for a while, like, was like, did you have to actually, like,
yes,
get a rein on it to be like, because again, you said you used to be a little more reckless about it. So it's like,
years ago,
I got to put this under control. I got to channel the power.
Yes. Years ago, Gina and Ava were like that.
Yeah.
Right. Then I took that 11-year hiatus, and it was like Gina was like this scared, and like Ava was like in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Then now, Gina and Ava are like.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Okay. Yeah. That must have felt really weird though to try to separate those.
It did, but it's kind of nice to separate it. Like certain things. Like if my sister needs to talk to me about something,
sure, yeah.
I don't want to come off as Ava and be like, you gotta. What's the saying? You gotta like. To get over, you got to get under someone to get over someone or something like that. I can come at her like, okay, or even like in my 12-step program, I don't want to come at the girls. The girls I sponsor is like Ava, because I'd be like, you need to go to work.
Because what works for you might not work for somebody else.
Exactly. And especially in recovery, sex work and recovery doesn't really gel. I don't know how.
Yeah. I'm
okay with it, but yeah, that's like a touchy, sticky subject.
Yeah. And I mean, it seems
Did
like.
I say sticky?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a touchy subject. All right. Yeah.
Sensitive.
Yeah. See where my mind goes?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I couldn't even say sensitive. I'm like, sticky, gooey.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Because then touchy doesn't really.
Exactly. Well, there I go.
Touchy,
there's Ava. Yeah. So we don't want Ava there when I'm working with other women in the program.
Yeah. But that's the thing but I guess that is good then that you're able to know when to
switch hats.
To switch
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard. But like I said, today I have a gauge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to go, okay, Ava, step back. Mm-hmm. Let Gina come in, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gina, get the fuck back. Oh, sorry. I'm like, go,
no. We
It's
fine.
Okay.
But so it's it's just interesting because again, a lot of performers tend to have to, balance almost two identities.
Yeah.
Simultaneously.
Yeah.
And you're on camera, but but for you, it seems more like your off-camera persona is very similar.
Very. See, that's the nice thing. That's the nice thing. And also, I'm speaking as the third person. Is that what it's called? Gina.
Yeah.
Is she's always been very sexually open. Mm-hmm. I love sexual discovery. I love sexual expression. I was never shamed for it.
Mm-hmm.
I was never embarrassed. So I've always been very in touch with my sexuality and very sexuality positive, like very, very happy about it. So when the two characters, Ava and Gina, it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like I'm a completely different person.
Yeah.
There's so many aspects and traits of Gina and Ava that are combined. But I will say today, sometimes one of them has to take a seat back, and that's okay.
And I feel like you'd be really great in like a mentorship role. Like somebody who, especially for new performers and stuff like that, or just somebody who's maybe not even in the industry, just somebody sexually who has questions or somebody wants to talk to. Like it seems like you'd be a good. Like I was actually just thought of an idea of a series that you could do where you could play like a sexual therapist, and each episode features different sexual issues.
I do. I really enjoy it because I am so. And I'm not boasting. I'm not being braggadocious.
No.
It's just I really have a worldly experience of wonderful, and it's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a gift. I'm able to, be in touch with that. And not many people can because of the way they were raised or their beliefs or whatever. Yeah. And I was fortunate enough to be able to be in touch with that. So I love helping people in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
And the most important thing is when I do help someone, I can't take the pat on the back. I can't go, great job, Ava, Because it's all my higher power given.
Mm-hmm.
It's all gifts from my higher power, whom I choose to call God. It's not Ava.
Yeah.
It's not, like I can't pop my collar and be like, great job, Ava. No. Are you kidding me? Great job. Ava wants to go to Las Vegas. Ava wants to hang out in the tunnels, do meth and rob you. That's Ava.
But
But when you're coming to me or someone comes to me and they're heartfelt and they really need help, it's like, I got to channel that higher power. And how can I speak to them? Because I'm selfish, right? I'm self-centered and that's the core of my problem. But when I'm like, okay, how can I help this person without being beneficial to me?
Yeah.
Without trying to make myself look good.
Or making it about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And how can I be honest in a diplomatic, gentle way without keeping them sick? Because if I lie to you, I'm going to keep you sick. I'm going to hinder your growth.
Yeah.
Because lies, So it's like, how do I do that in a kind manner, but not coddle you either?
Yeah. Almost like you'd be a sexual sponsor. Like, because there are 12-step sponsors for substances, but and I know that there are like sex addiction type groups
but
too.
I've never been to the program of that. So
I'm just saying.
But honestly, the steps can be, put on anything.
Yeah.
You can work the steps on anything.
Like, because and that's actually something I wanted to talk to you about was the idea of sex addiction, because it is something, one, that, have people like, tried to have people like accused you or said like, oh, you might be a sex addict, or is it something?
Tons. I'm like, thank you.
Well, I'm just saying, there's
it's a compliment to me.
And the idea being is I think that having lots of sex, I think a lot of the issue with that is not the act itself, but the motivations and the reasons behind it.
For sure.
Just like anything.
And to be honest, look, step one in any 12-step program is we admitted we were powerless over blank.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank, sex. Yeah. Okay? And the second part is that it makes our lives unmanageable. Yeah. Is it making your life unmanageable?
Yeah.
That's only you can decide. I can't tell you.
And that's what,
that's something you have to decide. I can't tell you if you have a sex addiction or a drug addiction or whatever addiction.
Yeah.
You got to decide that for yourself. You got to, for your innermost self, I got to admit, I have a problem. And when I can admit I have a problem, then I can get help.
But it's something that, for instance, it sounds like you've always had a very strong control over, like, again.
No.
Oh, really?
Control? I'm out of control. Yeah.
Well, I guess I just mean like in a with knowing that doing it on set with performers was always a better way than going to a bar and just trying to do something.
No, because I've done that too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not holier than thou or better than. I've done it. I've done it all. I went to sex clubs. But guess what? That's how I can tell you the difference, right? Because I've walked through both avenues.
Yeah.
I've experienced it.
Yeah.
From the bowels of my soul. I've experienced it. So guess what? Now I can tell you the difference, right? If I never went to a bar and picked up dudes or girls, how do I know?
Yeah.
But guess what? Today I do. Because years ago, hell yeah, I did. Hell motherfucking yeah.
Yeah.
And today, I know. Is that healthy for me? Not really.
Yeah.
Will it make my life unmanageable? Yeah, kinda.